So children, we learn about parts of a computer today. So, as we all have our body parts like eyes, nose, ears, skin, so many body parts. In the same way, computer is also made up of so many different parts. But they are not living things, remember. It is a machine. So, could you see here? These are the different parts of human beings, and here we have different parts of computer. That is keyboard, mouse, monitor, and this is the CPU cabinet. We are going to learn about this in detail in this chapter. So, come let us start. So, we begin with the basic parts of computer. The four basic parts of computer are monitor, then we have a keyboard with us, mouse and a CPU cabinet. So, when you talk about monitor, that is the main screen of the computer. Keyboard helps you to type. Mouse helps you to click on a particular location on the screen, and this CPU cabinet, this is the brain of the computer. Come, we are going to learn about these things in detail today. So, let us see some more parts of the computer that are input devices, and some of them are called output devices. So, I am going to tell you what are input devices. Anything that helps you to send data to the computer is called input device. And another thing that helps you to get the output from the computer, the result from the computer, we say it is an output device. So, keyboard helps you to send the information by typing the buttons of the keys, right? There are small keys, we are going to see it later. Similarly, the mouse, scanner, even the microphone, these all help you to send some raw data to the computer where it is processed and we get the result from there. So, to get the result, we require output devices, right. So, output devices are monitor where you get the output on the screen of the computer. Then we have printer. Printer helps you to get the result in the paper, that is called the hard copy, right. And speaker, you have speaker, when you play music on the computer, you get the music from the speaker, that is another output device. And of course, headphones, you put the headphones and you listen to the music. So, that is another form of output device which we use with our computers. So, moving ahead with the journey, we are going to take each and every part of the computer here in this chapter. So, the first part we come across is the monitor. Monitor is the display device. This device looks like a television screen, doesn't this? You have a television, you have the LCD in your house, and it is similar to that screen. So, what all we get on the monitor is the work that you do on the computer is displayed on this screen. Right here we get the output. So, we say this is a display device. Remember the name, that is monitor. Turtle, did you understand? Great. So, what all do you do on this monitor? We can watch movies on this monitor, we can see even videos, pictures, cartoons, and even we could see the documents inside it. Yes? Great. Now, we move further and see. Moving further, we have another device that is called mouse. We say mouse is a pointing device, because we use mouse to point different things on the screen. Wherever you want to point, suppose I want to point at this location. So, we are going to click the mouse, and by clicking the mouse, we get that particular folder open, or we get that particular icon clicked, that we are going to learn further, right? And we also use mouse to play games. You love to play games? Yes, that means you require mouse. And we have to draw so many pictures. I told you earlier we use computer to draw. So, for drawing also we use mouse. You have to draw lines, you have to draw curves like this. So, every time you are going to click on the mouse, and just by a click the work is done. Now, we move further. Let us see another very important part of the computer, that is keyboard. So, keyboard is a typing device. I believe you all have seen the keyboard. Have you? Turtle, have you seen the keyboard? Yes, he also has seen the keyboard. So, the keyboard has very small buttons, and we call these buttons as keys, right? And for your surprise, on that very small keyboard, there are 104 keys. How many keys? Speak again. It is 104 keys. Got it? Now, what are these all 104 keys? Some of the keys are alphabet keys, then we also have some number keys, and some special characters are there on those keys. So, when we will study about the keyboard in the later sessions, you will understand everything in detail about it. Got it? Now, we use these keys to give commands. Remember the word, we use these keys to give the commands to the computer in order to get the work done, right? And very important part of the computer, that is called CPU. CPU stands for Central Processing Unit. So, this is the CPU of the computer, children, and this CPU works on the commands, and they follow the instructions, and finally you get the result on the monitor of the screen. Got it? So, whenever you are giving any command to the computer by the keyboard, see, the keyboard is giving the command, we are pressing the keys, the command goes to the CPU, and then CPU does all necessary processings, and whatever result you require, that comes on the monitor. Got it? So, quickly show me your thumbs up. Yay! Moving ahead, we talk about the Central Processing Unit. It is the most important part of this CPU cabinet. So, this entire CPU cabinet has one CPU, which is the main part of the computer, which does all the processings as per your requirement. Got it? We move further now, and taking the journey ahead, it's the processing time, and you have to tell me that you have to circle the body part which you can compare with the CPU. I told you CPU does all the thinking part, all the calculation part. So, just check your body and find out which part of your body does the calculations. What? Correct. That is brain. Your brain is working nicely, and Turtle is also laughing. He is happy with your answer. Show me your thumbs up once again. Good going. And here we go. Moving ahead, we have another important part of the computer. What is that part? It is speaker. So, we use speaker to listen the sound and music which is played by the computer system. So, whenever you want to hear some sound that is coming from the computer, like, are you able to hear me? This all is only possible Because your computer has speakers attached to it. Got it? Now, another main part of the computer is printer. Children, every time you do work on the computer, the output is displayed on the monitor, on the screen. But sometimes you need to store it for your future use. For that, you need to get the hard copy, the printed copy, to be stored on the paper. For that, we require printer. So, we say printer is another very important part of the computer, which always helps you to get the hard copy of the work that you do. Got it? Okay, I believe you are enjoying the class. Are you? Okay, your smile is saying everything. Now we talk about another part of the computer, that is called UPS. So children, UPS basically stands for uninterruptible power supply. What happens if you are working on computer and power gets off? It will irritate us, but we have a solution. So, every time you turn on your computer, make sure your computer is attached to a UPS. So, UPS always keep the computer on even when the electricity goes off. So, it is the solution when there is no power, but yes, we want the work to be done continuously without any break. We attach UPS to our computer. It basically has a battery inside it which provides the backup when the light goes off. And now is the time to test what all you have learned so far. So, here we have another session, that is of fill in the blank. So, are you ready? Let us check what all is adapted and learned by you. So, fill in the blanks with the help of the hint. Here we have a hint box. We will be picking the words from this hint box and we are going to make this complete proper sentences. So, first sentence is, a keyboard has dash keys. Tell me how many keys we have learned? Yes, you are saying it right. It is 104. So, quickly we are going to write 104 keys. Okay. So, another thing is full form of CPU. What is the full form of CPU? It is correct, Central Processing Unit. We are going to write it here. Central Processing Unit. And then dash shows the work we are doing on the computer. When you do work on the computer, how do you see the work? I could see the answer in your eyes. Correctly said, it is monitor. So, monitor shows, it is monitor. Okay, let us read the sentence. Monitor shows the work we are doing on the computer. Okay, we have the next sentence. Look here. The monitor looks like a dash screen. Just look at the options. Monitor look like? Very nice. It is television. Correct. Now, few sentences for you here to just see which is true and which is false. 30, are you ready? Come on, you have to give me the correct answer. Monitor is the brain of computer. Is it? Is the monitor helping you to think? No? Oh yeah, good. So, this sentence is a false sentence. And UPS stands for Uninterruptible power supply. Correct, correct. You know it. That means you have really grasped the thing which I am teaching. I hope you are liking the session. Oh, Turtle says yes. What do you say, children? Good going. And let's see the third sentence. The speaker is used to listen to music. Do we listen to the music by speaker? Tell me. No. Okay. And then keyboard is only used to type the alphabets. Can we only type alphabets with the keyboard? Oh no, yes, you are saying right. We can type numbers, we can type special characters with the keyboard. So, this is again false. And mouse has two buttons on it. And there is a scroll wheel on the mouse as well. This is correct. We have a left button and the right button on the mouse with the scroll wheel in the center. So, this is true. Now, we move ahead, children, and here we go. So, what we have another activity, we have to write the names of the devices with the help of the clues which are given here. Let's go for the first one. It is used to point and click button on the monitor. Oh yeah, you are ready with the answer. That is mouse. Now let's read the second one. They are used to listen to the sound and music on the computer. Correct. So these are the speakers. We call them headphones also, we call them earphones also, yes. And it works as a brain of the computer. Computer has a brain, we learned it? Oh, correct. That is central processing unit. And the last most is, it looks like a television screen and it allows us to see everything that we do on the computer. Wonderful answer. That is monitor. So, we write monitor here and moving ahead. Let's see what's next. Oh, time to revise. It's very nice. So, I hope you enjoyed the session. And now, before we say goodbye, let's recall what we have learned so far. So, the main thing that we learned today is that the four parts of the computer, they are monitor, keyboard, CPU cabinet with a mouse, and monitor looks like a TV screen. Another thing we learned is that CPU is the brain of computer. Like we have a brain, computer also has a brain to think, and we call it central processing unit. And then mouse is used for pointing the things on the screen. Got it? Now look at the picture carefully and fill in the crossword. So what is this? This is mouse. Okay. We fill it over here. Oh, before that you are ready with another answer. That is printer. And how did you forget this one? Come on, tell me, what is this? Correct. This is monitor. Great going. And we come to this image. This is your lovely friend computer, right? So come we fill it. C-O-M-P-U-T-E-R. And one thing is left. What is this? Keyboard. Lovely. So we write here key, B-O-A-R-D. Very nice. So I believe you have learned everything so far, and we are going to meet in the next session. Happy learning. Goodbye.